Whoa, whoa, way too close. Hold on. Zoom out here. Hey, good morning. You know, my friend Miranda had a really great idea. I ran into her last weekend at the Melrose Trading Post selling art. And she told me, she was like, it would be such a cool idea if there was somebody who documented or at least showed other people what it is that you do. And she was speaking about me, just setting up and selling art, and you just kind of make that a normal part of your life. You just turn that into a routine. So I think she's right. I mean, I think that would be a good idea. I mean, I know that me as an artist, if I was somebody who's trying to figure out how to sell my work or just to get it out to people, just to meet other people, and I found somebody who was doing that, I would be totally interested. So I think she's right. So basically, this is just my invitation to show you a little bit about what that looks like. Now, granted, there are some things that I've been fortunate enough to acquire over the years, like a van like that, which is great. So that's a great way to display artwork in a creative way that's mobile. I mean, I can just pull up anywhere. Like, for example, this morning I'm here in front of Great White. It's one of my favorite restaurants here in Venice. It's a great place to meet people. It's a great ambiance. You set up here. I just set up and paint, really. I mean, that's all I do. I just set up my artwork, and I'll put different art magazines I've made on display. I'll work on paintings back here, and then I'll write. I mean, I'll kind of set up a little mobile office back here and do a lot of my writing work and all my personal work. So that way I'm just out every day. And even if I don't sell anything, if I don't make anything, the benefit is that I'm working on a book that I've been writing for a few years. I'm closing in on that, so I'm making progress there. I'm painting something new. Without a doubt, I meet somebody. I hand out a business card, and that's just a new person, and we can follow each other. I make new friends. And more often than not, someone that I meet today will get a hold of me next week and want to buy something, or commission me to paint something for them, or since I've invested in printers and all those things, they'll hire me to print something for them. So to me, the greatest value is just meeting people, and to do that, you have to go out into the world. You have to sort of find unique places, make time to just go out and share your work with other people. Share your work online. Don't be afraid to just put your shit out there and see what happens. So I think that's kind of the first step. Okay, now how the hell do I turn this thing off? Button right here, is that it? You also need a good stool. Look at this stool. Isn't this amazing? My girlfriend Elodie found this for me on the side of the road. She picked it up, put it in her brand new car that she just got, and lugged it around for me. I mean, that must be love. I mean, if somebody does that for you, they're really supportive. And that's kind of the nice thing. A lot of my friends are supportive of my bum artist lifestyle. And if you have supportive people in your life, that can really help you stay alive. And I guess something else to consider is that, like I said, you need to find places where they allow you to set up, or they don't mind that you're kind of set up, sharing your work. And again, I think my situation may be a little bit of an exception because, you have this sort of van, which is this vessel that looks cool. Nobody really gets upset that I'm parked, in front of their coffee shop in a cool old VW bus. It would be different if I had like a tent and tables and I made it a big production and complicated like that. But finding something that's simple, okay, quick for you, it looks good. And the other kind of important thing about this particular area is it's a public parking lot. So they can't really dictate, who's parked where. And I suppose if you wanted to be kind of aggressive about it, you could just park anywhere and not be sympathetic to a person's business or whatever. I don't like to do that. If they were to tell me, hey, stop showing up here, I'll stop, I'll leave. And then you know what? You just go find somewhere else. And that's kind of the name of the game. You just show up, and hope it works out. If it doesn't, that's okay. There's always new places to go where you're not really going to bother anybody. And it does add a nice moment of inspiration and uplift to somebody's day. So keep that in mind. Find places where you're wanted. Okay, don't go somewhere where you're not wanted. Then energetically, it's not going to feel good. And don't be afraid to kind of just go around, explore. I think it's cool if you, next time you're driving around Los Angeles or whatever city you live in, look to see where people are congregating. I like to sell in the mornings too. That's just personally. I don't like to leave my dog by himself that long throughout the day. I go after I walk him and feed him, 7 a.m. to noon, maybe. That's it, 8 a.m. to noon. And then I go home. And if you sell something, great. If not, I got a lot of work done. And I was out. And now I can enjoy the rest of the day to myself. So.
The fella you came in with, what be lady tonight?
And listen, trust me, there are plenty of days where I come out here and I don't sell anything. Or I'll go to some new location and I don't sell anything. I mean, that just happens. It's kind of part of the nature of this business. And there's a lot of luck involved, a lot of timing. But to tell you a quick story, I went to Culver City a couple weeks ago at a new location. It was a really cool coffee shop called Go Get 'Em on Culver Boulevard. I love that area. There's street parking right in front. So I thought, well, let me just set up down there one day and see how that is. And I met two guys one morning, didn't sell anything all day. Hardly even had anybody looking at things, but I met two people who I became friends with. And the very next week, one of those guys bought 2 art pieces from me. I'm also doing a photo shoot with him this week. And then another friend, the other guy, commissioned me to do a big painting for his apartment that he just moved into. So, yeah, you're not selling something up front. You're not making money presently, on that particular day. But like I said, just going out, meeting other people, at some point, that reward will come back. And again, I don't think it's necessarily the artwork itself. I think it's the connections. It's the friendships, it's the relationship, and that creative partnership that a lot of people want to be a part of. And you can be somebody that initiates that for somebody else. So keep that in mind. You're planting seeds. You're planting all these seeds with new people, new friendships, new places, and at some point, those things will start to grow. What do you mean what happened to my hair? I cut it. Hey man, you gonna buy something or what?
I'm just here to look.
Yay. Look at the kickstand action. I finally faced myself in the mirror and I just realized, look at that mop of hair just fucking sitting up there. And it was greasy and heavy and stressful. And I just felt like, God, it'd be nice to just get that weight off of me. Oh, the moon. Charge my bone. It's almost dead.
What you doing?
So get that fucking thing out of my face. That's another nice perk of having your friends come visit you. You can invite your friends if you're going to go set up somewhere for the day. And that you have some friends that live in a particular area. Just tell them, hey, I'll be sitting outside so-and-so for, a few hours. Come by and hang out. I'd love to see you. And I'm lucky. A lot of my friends come by and visit and they just want to hang out. Elliot is he's gonna bring me a coffee. Oh, that's the other thing. If you just getting free coffee somewhere, it's that's great. I just set up. I have my coffee, and it's almost as good as selling a piece of art. It's very it's such a small gesture, but I'm incredibly grateful. The other interesting thing is I work as an actor. I mean, that's kind of my main profession. That's how I make my living. And even right now, I have an audition that's due tomorrow. And like, this is the perfect opportunity. I have the sides. I could memorize the lines, work on my audition, get things prepared while I'm just hanging out here. And then go over to another friend's house later today and record that audition and get it done. So to me, it's working simultaneously while doing something like this. This is passive. I just come out here and set up, and if I meet people, great. If I sell something, great. If not, it doesn't take anything away from the rest of my life. I can continue to work on my auditions, work on writing projects, work on new paintings. I'm simultaneously getting things done while putting myself out there, sharing my artwork with other people, connecting with my community, reconnecting with my friends. And I think when you approach your life and your artistic endeavors from that perspective, there's no possible way for you to lose out on anything.
There comes Elliot. Here he comes. Coffee in hand.
Life is good. Oh my gosh. Cheers.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I don't know. My friend had this dumbass idea that I should try to put myself out there and share how to do all this stuff. Oh shit, is this still recording? This is my friend Marilyn.
I love poetry. I love writing. I love music. But if you could just quit your job and constantly just create what you want to do, I think a lot of people would be so much more happier in life, right?
I agree.
Oh my God. Because I think just even having a creative outlook, even if you're not good at it, it helps you. It's more fun and you get so stoked.
But you should put your writing out there. Are you familiar with this magazine? Let me show you this, because I think you poets and writers. But you know what? It starts with them just putting it out there. That's it. Because people don't know really what they like until you show them.
Yeah, but the energy that you're putting out, it's hey, I'm just doing, I don't know, I'm just gonna put this shit out here. I don't feel pretty positive about it. People can read that.
Yeah.
They can feel it.
You got to feel good about your work. You get a poem that you write that some editor somewhere, just for whatever reason, they just love your shit. And they're in that position to help you take off with it.
I know. I have that. You sent it to me.
Morgan Freeman, I listened to a podcast of Morgan Freeman, and he had a great quote. He was like, people who just lay down and die, no one's going to help them. But if someone is laying there and they're struggling and they're struggling and they're struggling, at some point, someone's going to give them a hand.
He is so
I just thought that is true. That's a very good point. At some point, someone will fucking help you out. That's right.
You're trying.
Exactly.
If you don't make an effort and you complain, no one's gonna want to help you. It's the crying wolf. But if you're giving it all, you're putting it everywhere. You're just telling people constantly, and they can see how passionate you are in your work.
Right.
They will help you. They definitely will.
I love Marilyn.
Yeah.
You are the best.
It was so good talking to you guys.
Oh my God, you too.
I'm just leaving on a high note.
Hey.
Ready to hear me take off?
That's right. She's going to come back in 10 minutes. I quit.
Bye, guys.
Hey, thank you. Well, I didn't really sell anything today. It's almost 11. I've been out here since 8. And, I have to use the bathroom. I'm hungry. I think I'm just going to close everything up and enjoy breakfast and do a little bit more writing. I did pass out a few business cards. I met some nice people this morning. Got to see some of my friends. And, it just means I get to come out here another day and try again. So that's really what it's all about. I hope this helps. And, you just never know when luck is going to be on your side. And everything can change just like that. Thank you.